It could
Why
do.
go to all the trouble of building? I mean, if we build a Clems, potentially the Barber's Pole will then take on a life of its own. But if we take a Barber's Pole, because we've had ones where Clems has been in ruins, and we've been
Yeah.
able to get it to start self-healing using the Barber's Pole.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So
the problem
potentially
is
the Barber's Pole could cause a Clems to rise up.
we only have one right now. Spare
What
one.
happened to the other one?
Apparently, no one decided to write it down in the storage, so it disappeared.
Okay.
Even though I know we had another one, but it's not written down.
It's
So
not
Logan
par for the
said, nope.
course.
Logan said, well, if it's not written down, it's not there.
Fair
Yeah,
enough. If it's not
somebody
there, it's
may
not there.
Yeah, somebody may have put it in their personal inventory and just not fessed up to it.
Yes, I do recall people saying, "Oh, we've got two now," but because you guys grabbed one from Cyberpunk, the one from Cyberpunk, and I can't remember where you got the
Yeah,
other
the one
from.
we have now is the one from
Yeah,
Cyberpunk.
and I've got no idea where the other one came from.
That was from the
Gotham.
Canada. No,
Oh,
the Final Frontier.
I didn't think we'd found that one. I thought it was the one from Gotham, from the ruins of Gotham.
Oh. Oh, wait, no, there is. It is there. It says right there, Clem's Barber Pole. What are you telling me it's not there? It's right there.
There it is on the second
It's
shelf.
literally right there.
They said it wasn't there.
It's above architecture plans of Clem's. Literally right above it.
That stuff. It's all you guys.
Damn it, Ralph.
Evil.
Yeah, okay, so we do have to. We do have to.
Well, so we do have to. Well, thank God for that.
Yeah. Okay, so we can either reactivate the Clem and ask some of the doors to help us with the painting, or we can do it all ourselves. What do you think we can do?
Well, my Smurfs are very strong and very loyal, so I think we've got some manpower.
So if the gate has been closed, assumably we won't encounter any of the Ice Talk people in Burlington.
I've been there several times. No Ice Talk people.
Because they can't use Clems.
Yeah.
So, and they can't use a lot of gates because they wouldn't be able to see the gates to use them.
Just the only thing is, I'm not very proficient at opening this particular gate, so it might take me a few days of trying before we get to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
But we've got to get the painting back here, so.
Yeah.
What? All right. So, how? So, as I said, if we go to a place which has got decent tech, like 21st century technology, be it cyberpunk, or if you guys have found some other world with 21st century tech.
What, Sherma, Illinois, or Cyberpunk?
Yeah, Sherma might do the trick. And we get some those trolleys that movers use.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or roadies move speakers on those kind of things too.
Yeah, yep, true. The equivalent trolleys. As I said, we get some poles. It's something that will help keep it from, if people are carrying it, so it won't flex.
Right. It's rolled up, you said?
Yeah, rolled up.
Okay, so if we get a frame, a wooden frame, and put it on each side of it.
Yeah, but you need.
I've seen that with bolts between the two frames. That would hold it in place while it's on the trolley.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I've seen paintings moved with, it's basically two box frames, one on each side, and then you bolt them together.
Yeah, but this painting's not in a frame; it's rolled up. That would only work. Yeah, that. I think I can picture what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. I think that's all for if they're in a frame.
Oh, okay, all right.
Do you want me to just take you there so you can have a look for yourself?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. I need to go get my backpack. Hang on.
Yeah, me too.
I need to get my gear, and I'll put the cards the tarot cards
Also,
in the safe.
okay, there are
Yes.
some spare trumps if you need any. They're in
Okay.
the ground wherever you need. Deleted from the list, obviously.
They're listed,
Same
are
for you,
they?
Rock. Same for
Are
you,
they?
Rock.
They're listed, are
Yeah,
they?
they're listed.
Oh yeah, Trump storage. There we go. Shermer, Illinois Park. I've got that. Cyberpunk. I've got that. Tri Kingdoms. I do not. And Boris Henry Young Detective Agency. I do not. But I suspect their places.
Oh, I do
don't know.
have a
Where's
few more
Trump
spare ones.
storage?
It's where the
In
embassy
the
is.
in the Beast King lands, there's underneath Magic Books. There's Trump storage.
Got it. Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
So are those going in the safe or?
They're already in the safe. Those four. I have a few more on my person, if either of you want them. I have one of Burlington, two more of the detective agency, and one of the embassy.
Well, I'll take one of the detective agency and one of Burlington. Is there any
Oh.
specific skill to use these?
Nope. Just use it.
You should be able to use them, Rock, from walk because you've walked a pattern.
Okay.
Are you able to
It's-
paint Trump?
yeah.
Rock?
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
yeah. Rock
Okay.
was taught the same time I was.
Because the only
Yeah.
Trump I have is of the. I have a Trump of the Johnston boarding house and a Trump of the PC house in MMO, which I've been told is bad. So Trump of the PI agency in Boras.
And one of, you said Burlington you wanted?
Yeah.
That's in the bed and breakfast.
Okay.
One of the
Well,
rooms.
when we get there, I'll try and remember to do that.
By the way,
Well,
keep
no,
in mind,
I have it.
Trumps can be lost to magic item goes bye-bye, and they are only bits of paper and paint, so they are easy to destroy.
Okay. Well, I've got the Trump of MMO land house that I can always just blow up whenever I want to. So we have to carry some garbage Trumps.
Yeah, especially since the players seem to just keep them loose in their pockets for whatever reason. So just
I
giving you
haven't
guys
been,
a
I
warning.
haven't been to try some stuff with that, but just
No, we need to get ourselves a nice little
a box or something.
Card shoot.
Well, if we go to, say, for example, if we go to Sherma or Cyberpunk, we'll be able to find, because of Jimming, the size of the Trumps, are they about the same size of the tarot cards or a bit
Mhm.
smaller? Yeah. So you can buy stuff for protecting tarot cards and holding tarot cards and stuff. So we just
Absolutely.
get something like that.
It's probably a really good idea. Actually, with as precious as they are, I would probably get some custom-made titanium fucking boxes and shit. But that's just
Yeah.
me. Call me
Yeah.
crazy.
No, I
That-
mean, we can definitely
I
do
mean,
it.
first step is if we just want quick and easy, we just get those boxes. Next step is then we say we want, we get some custom made boxes.
Mhm.
So that we can do that as well while we're shopping.
All right.
So did we
Oh yeah,
want to?
I'll
Sorry, go.
give Rock the Burlington Trump and the
I thought you
detective.
said that was at the bed and breakfast.
Yeah, it's of the bed and breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
Trump of B&B at Burlington.
Didn't you already have some trumps? I'm just trying to remember. Weren't you given a trump deck like I was after Fiona taught us?
No.
Or was it just myself that was given it by random? I can't
A
remember.
deck? I don't
Yeah,
remember
it
ever
had-
getting a deck. I just remember walking the pattern and learning to paint them.
I thought we were given like a deck which had like half a dozen cards in it, and it had the cards of some of the people when we were the first time that myself, you, me, and Doc were there, and Fiona taught us.
Yes,
check.
we got Trumps of each other.
Yeah, no, there was also. Let me check my notes.
Okay, I'm not sure I was ever. Yeah, I would have that. I don't know. It's not written down anywhere though. So I guess I don't have it.
It must
Check
have gotten off somehow. Fear
check
not.
your notes.
Available.
Equipment. because basically it was 5 cards. It was 6 cards. It was Fiona, Julian, Gerard, Random, and 2 others.
Gear comes, gear goes.
Was in it.
All right, well, I'll look for those on my crazy sheets of notes, but I don't think I have that.
Okay. Anyway. Because
Don't worry, someday somebody like Freddie will work up to the point where they're able to copy existing trumps, and then he
Maybe.
will.
Or do trumps from memory.
Mm,
Oh, that'd be useful.
mm.
Wrong character sheet. I want the other one.
Mhm.
All right. So did you say you had a couple of spares of the place I've not been to yet on you?
What, the Tri-Kingdom?
Dun,
No,
dun,
no,
dun.
of the detective agency.
I have one on me and one in the embassy. Spare.
Okay.
So I have 2 essentially.
I'll leave that for the moment for somebody who's been there before, because I've not actually ever been there, so I won't
It's up
grab
to
it.
you. You can take
I
it.
was there. It was horrible. It's a horrible, horrible place.
So speaking of places I've not been to, have either of you seen a new zone or an existing zone that would be a good location for us to resettle the refugees?
Well, this new Tri-Kingdom zone looked promising, but I haven't had a chance to explore it enough. The problem is that nobody speaks English there, which might be a bit problematic.
Okay.
I don't know if you read the long description that I posted on the board.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a read of it, but yeah, I wasn't sure as to.
Elves on fire there.
Yeah, that's one of the important things. It needs to be somewhere where elves are not going to get persecuted.
Yeah, and elves. Yeah, most people are humans. Actually, everyone's human. So yeah.
Do the elves there speak Latin?
No, there's no elves. There's no elves.
Oh, there's no elves. Okay.
There's
Is there other?
There's a fairy kingdom up to the north, but they are like segregated from the rest of the continent,
Okay.
and they hate humans.
Okay, so it's not a place with demi-humans?
No, not that I've seen.
Okay.
When I say fairy, I mean like
Fae?
small little. Yeah, fae.
Or you mean a small little
Fae.
winged
No,
creature?
like house elves, those sorts of. Imagine Dobby from Harry Potter. Those
Okay.
sorts of.
Okay. All right.
But they're not like mixed in with all the people. They live on their own up to the north.
Okay, so there's like a kingdom of them somewhere.
Yeah, there is one fae called Puddlefoot. He is a tour guide in this city called Bleakmere. It's a trading city. So if you ever need someone to help translate or show you around, he'll do that for you for a price, of course.
Okay, what's the guy's name again?
Puddlefoot.
Puddlefoot?
Yes,
It's on the bulletin board.
it's on the board. Everything's written there.
Okay. Got it. So sort of like Puddleglum in the oh, what's that from? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, but it's not. It's one of the books later. The Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Puddleglum.
If you want to know what languages they speak, I believe it's Finnish or Blood, as they call it, Hatties, and some Eastern European language we couldn't identify.
Finnish, Huttese, and
Some Eastern European language. We
okay.
don't know what. Well,
Okay.
Finnish is what we know it as, but they know it as Blood.
Blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Anyway, back to what we were doing. Painting.
Hmm. Actually, what I was doing was I was going to get my backpack. I'm getting out of these tails.
Mm-hmm.
I'm laying them carefully on the bed.
Well, funny you should mention that. When you are heading out of the ambassador's private suite, the hallway is literally full of people whose bedroom it is, and you're stepping through them. When you get to what used to be your room, you can find that that is also full of people. You're looking for a place to lay out your thing. You open up the closet, and there's some guy sleeping in there. He's like, 5 more minutes, Mom.
All right. We really need to do something with this situation. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Well, it is nighttime here right now for some reason.
Okay. Well, that's something I wanted to see. Depending on how late it is, I want to see if I can find Alwyn or Darius.
Sleeping.
All right.
Would
Well,
you
right.
like
I won't do so. No, I will not.
kick him awake and say, Freddy needs you?
No, I am not going to go and awaken them.
It's Freddy's fault.
And I think the cat wants to go out.
Not my cat.
Yeah, he's got something in his mouth, and there's really very little I can do about that other than mute the microphone.
No, it's all good.
What did you do to your cat?
I don't know what the deal is, but he's got this little clownfish toy that he carries around in his mouth, and whenever he does that, he's just like meow, meow, meow.
Did you put like catnip or something in there, or is that where you hide your marijuana normally?
No, only a little bit of crack, but you know.
Well, I can't figure out what would make
Not
the cat.
ketamine.
Not ketamine, no. No, that would be not Russ in real life. Russ in real life, it's crack.
So the
Whatever.
it did remind me. Have we been able to get back to red carpet / Gotham?
Nope.
Alright.
Seems to be unavailable.
Nice.
Zone is under repairs. You have all that gate magic though, don't you?
As I said, I got reset.
Oh, so you don't have any of the spells. Okay.
No, I lost everything.
Gotcha.
I lost everything.
At least you still have your memory.
Pretty much, that's the only thing I got.
Memory.
I mean, we're immortal, so it's just going to take a couple of years to get everything back to where I was.
Right.
And what's a couple of years for immortals?
Couple of years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I'll get dressed in some normal clothes. Put these away somewhere. For the time being.
Toss him in the room. People are like, oh, something new to wear. I'm so happy.
I'm keeping the mask though. That's fine.
You're keeping the what?
The mask.
Oh, sure.
I'm not. I'm laying it out with the tux, and if somebody else wants to wear it, they can.
By the way, when you're wandering around in the embassy, Freddie, occasionally you do pass somebody next to the horse that has the blue badge on their uniform and such. Those people are all humans and seem to be Doras and stuff who have that particular insignia on their uniform.
Yeah. Okay. Next to the horse, right?
Yes.
Alright, well,
And such as you go by.
I'm gonna do all my shit. Go meet up with the others and.
No problem.
Oh, are we ready?
Somebody's rooting around through your backpack, but when you came in, they pretended they weren't, Freddie.
I checked to make sure everything's still in there.
So far, yes.
I look at the person.
It's some like 15-year-old kid. And he goes, "What?
Didn't your parents ever tell you it's rude to go through other people's things?
Yeah, I figured it was mine.
I am
No,
Groot.
it's my backpack.
Doesn't have your name on it." He looks
Yep.
at you like game, set, and match. His shirt's got his name on it and says Kandar.
I grab a backpack, put it on my back, go back together.
Same here, backpack, normal clothes, go back to the others.
Yeah, grab my leather satchel and
No problem. All your
change it.
shit is in a completely separate. Your circumstances have not changed. You have all these
Yes.
large empty rooms that you can wander through. There's even a hallway that has like the big kind of gauzy drapes and stuff. And if all the windows are open, then they'll kind of blow, and you can like run down it if you wish to do some sort of weird.
What's the expression? It's good to be the king.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I also took my bow case as well. Just thought I'd mention it.
Feels a bit lighter than it should.
I check inside.
There's nothing inside. Gandars looks at you and goes, "Everything okay?"
Did you happen to take a metal bow out of here?
What's it to you?
Did you or did you not?
Maybe, he says. There's a bunch of other people in the room. They're just kind of watching the exchange. One of them's got a "We Hate Freddy" t-shirt on. You're not sure where he got it.
You know, if you found the bow, I'm sure the ambassador would reward you handsomely.
I'll turn it into him if I ever find it.
But did you find it?
He just looks at you like you owe him child support.
Listen, you either give me the bow back, or I'm gonna start something.
He looks at all the other kids that have been crammed into your room and goes, "Like what, a dance?"
Oh, time for an intimidate roll.
Silence! No metagaming.
Listen,
I think he just did something intimidating, so that's what I was getting at.
oh, it's up to you if you want me to roll.
He's still trying to be reasonable in the face of these kids.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I know it's tough being cramped in a room with a bunch of people, but it's not right to just take stuff that's not yours.
We
Put it
did
back to me.
thing. You have the ambassador come here, and I'll see that he gets it if we find it. Mm-hmm. The kids all nod at you. They're evil little shits, you think?
I'm still in the room. I tapped the bracelet, send Joshua a message.
They
Help.
all look at the bracelet covetously as a screen pops up above it and you begin tapping at it. They all look at it like, give me an empathy roll there. Come on, Freddie.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You're pretty sure they're going to steal your bracelets there soon. They're all looking at it like it's fucking chocolate.
I'm just tapping away. Send McKay a message.
McKay, do you have yours on silent?
Probably not. I'll answer it.
Right. It's a text message from Freddie.
It just says, help kids being little shits. In my room.
All right. I will wander over to where he's.
The first time she's tried pot today. I did that the first time I tried pot, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I hope she's okay.
We all hope she's okay, yeah.
Yeah. Hang on a sec, I better go see what's going on.
Yeah, I think that might be.
No problem. Good news for Freddie. The ambassador doesn't show up. Or you can tell
he was about to show up.
You can tell he's received the message, but he's not coming now. So you're.
I'll CC Rock into the same message.
Okay.
Rock, do you have yours on silent?
Nope.
I told him.
Ah, God damn it! This thing never works.
I
Computer
think I
use.
Look at me, I'm over here.
God damn it! Shut up.
Give me a luck roll, Russ.
Oh,
Crit.
wow.
The first time you hit it, it stops. It just stops, and you're like, you showed it who's boss, by gum. So nobody's answering your pleas for help with these fucking 20 or so 15-year-olds who've been crammed into your fucking room. They all look at the bracelet like,
don't even think about it.
they all think about it. It shows one fucking massive thought bubble coming into their heads.
Yeah. The funny thing about my non-working
Door very slowly bursts open, and it is the ambassador. All the kids stand up straight.
All right, Dan, what's all this then?
My bow is missing, and I saw one of those. Well, I saw him. I pointed at kid rummage into my bag earlier, and when I asked him if he took my bow, he avoided answering the question.
Mr. Ambassador, this man has been threatening us, says the kid they pointed at. Also, we thought the backpack had been left here for more supplies for us, as we were very low on supplies.
I see.
And as for, but we wanted to let you know that this man has been very mean to us. The other 19 kids all nod like, yes, he is a. And
so, did he set you on fire?
No, not yet. But if he does, we'll tell you.
All right. He's got a habit of setting things on fire, so just be careful.
They all look at him. And you can tell
into the distance.
that is happening, Freddie, as they all look at you with a kind of slow, calculating gaze.
We should leave.
Anyway, so what about the missing bow?
Oh, well, it wasn't in the case. We found a bow under the bed. We weren't sure what was up with that.
Okay. So it must have fallen out of the case then.
Yes, but he just came in with his you did it and his threats and all that stuff.
I asked you if you'd seen it.
He didn't, sir. He just came in and started threatening us. All the other kids not in agreement with this guy. They show you under the bed where there's a bow laying there. It appears to be a bow that you've seen Freddie molesting from time to time. It doesn't have a string on it. It's a metal recurve looking thing.
I'd go and pick it up, make sure it's not damaged or anything.
It's not damaged, but it's definitely been lubed up somehow. It's all slippery and slimy.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
The kids all look super innocent. Thank you for coming to straighten us out. We're sorry we had to get you, that he called you with his magical bracelet. They all look at it. But yeah, we were just very worried, sir. He's not acting like a nice man like you do.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
And plus, says the kids, Elwin did warn us about him. He's the one wearing a Freddy t-shirt, but he did give us this free t-shirt, sir.
All right.
The kids look like little cherubs.
Of course
they do. Mr. Ambassador, they say.
No worries. Have you got your bow now? Have you got all your gear, Freddie?
Yes.
It begins to slowly slip through his fingers.
I clean it off on like, is there like a rag somewhere?
No, but there's a blanket there.
No, I'm not going to use it that way. That's someone's blanket.
to be
I'll
your
wipe
mic.
it up on the tuxedo that I no longer need.
The kids all just watch. He's so messy, says one of them.
You may have this tuxedo. I am
Okay.
giving you my permission. See, this is how you do it. Okay? Thank you.
What's the ambassador doing?
I'm just looking on.
The kids gaze
Yeah,
after
all right,
Fred.
so can I go and get changed now? Do you need me for anything else, Aeolus?
I hope not.
All right.
When the ambassadors turn to talk to Aeolus, all the kids make an obscene gesture at Freddy and then hide their hands when he glances back.
Yeah. I'll put the bow back in its case. And wait for McKay to get changed.
All right, you guys all eventually get changed up and ready to go. It is in the middle of the night, and you notice that the rock is still a bit crumbly. By that I mean wounded.
Yep.
Did you want to
We'll get
rest?
you fixed up soon.
Do it! Kill it! Hit mute. There you go.
Or we can just go to Burlington where you can get your own beds and sleep there.
Yeah. I mean, we're going there anyway. I had to show you the painting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, buckle up. I pull out the trump. Off we go.
Well, not quite yet.
Oh,
let's
not
go elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I assume we were in a private room. But okay.
Yeah, I just got to finish getting my gear.
Oh, okay.
It takes you to the vast ambassadorial quarters and such. Your footsteps make a bit of an echo as you walk in, possibly from the high arched ceilings, and just the amazing amount of free room in here is just freakish to you.
We really need to get these doors out.
Mm-hmm. And I'll grab my composite bow, my compound bow, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
and my quiver of arrows.
No problem. You notice that he has several rooms within the ambassadorial part that aren't open. He's currently in the gear room and such, where he keeps just his personal gear on various hooks and things like that. And it's all very nice and probably dusted every fucking day, a couple of times a day. As opposed to 20 little shits sleeping in your bed.
Fine.
All right.
Fine.
So if we go
Fine.
there, and then so you thinking Sherma or Hong Kong?
I have no money. I have no money in Sherma, but I do have some money in Cyberpunk.
I
So-
have $2,000 for Sherma,
Oh, that's more than
and
enough.
I've got 200,000 Hong Kong dollars.
Yeah, I have about that much as well
All right.
in Cyberpunk.
So Sherma, with the unrest going on in Hong Kong, Sherma may be a slightly safer.
Yeah.
And
But
still
you-
able to get the gear that we want.
Well, it is another wonderful place to explore, though, in Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong, yes, it is. But
Oh, yeah.
we're focusing on the painting first.
Yep.
Stop distracting us.
I stick my finger in one of the holes in my body and kind of wheel it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, but
So
you're gonna sleep
the
bed
plan is Jacob. We go to Burlington. You climb
Dun,
into bed and sleep.
dun, dun.
Yeah.
That way you'll get a bed to sleep in as opposed to cushioning with somebody else.
Yeah.
And you'll
What do you
be able to get a proper night's sleep as opposed to being cushioned between two people.
That sounds good. Okay.
And then from there, then we'll potentially either go to, well, actually Sherma and Hong Kong, because if we want to start getting some decent cases for our trump cards or get some made up, Hong Kong would be a good place to do that.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Off the bed, man.
Are we even using cybernetics?
No.
Nope.
None of the PCs have because they keep resetting the residual self-image. So you can feel free to discard that card and draw a new one, Russ.
Okay.
But yes, I mean, if you really wanted cybernetics for a brief time, I suppose you could. Although after all that I've experienced with computers, I'm thinking that's a really poor idea to have something that needs updating and crashes within your fucking skull.
Oh, another training card. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Checking something that. Let's see. All right, I'll figure that out. Let's go to Burlington or Hong Kong.
How are you getting there, by the way?
Trump.
No problem. You guys all gaze at the trump card and step through to where specifically does it go? I know the bed and breakfast. Where specifically?
One of the top floor bedroom.
Ah, excellent. You guys all pop out there and stuff. Fortunately, nobody else seems to be staying here. Everybody give me a listen roll. Something has changed.
Right.
Listen.
At a quarter.
Nice.
The Rock is like got fucking huge ears in this. Freddy seems to be stone deaf, and
I made
okay.
my listen roll.
Excellent. McKay, he's not sure what's up, but he does hear some water, obviously. A lot of fucking water. But Rock, you become alarmed. You're not hearing anything ticking.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Okay, blah.
What? You mean the clock?
The clock is not running anymore.
I run out to look.
Is the clock there? Is more
He
important.
runs out. It shows him trip over the huge fucking burrito that is the painting, and then pick himself up and look wildly around and at the clock. It's gone. Dun,
What?
dun, 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 dun.
It wasn't gone not long.
Yeah, shit happens when you're not around. Who the fuck knew? But the painting is here, although it looks. Give me a evidence analysis at half as you look at the painting.
No.
Something's wrong with the painting because the
At a quarter.
You think that somebody was possibly dry humping it from one of the ends due to the wrinkles and bunched up stuff that's there?
Somebody tried to fuck the painting.
Okay.
Your guess, since you made it at a quarter, it was somebody short as well.
Okay. All right. I check for any fluids.
No. It appears that the dry humping was just that. Dry.
Okay.
Which is good. Fluids are not good paintings.
Any squid mark or anything where the clock was?
No, it just seems to be gone. And it's just mysteriously vanished. Let us have no more discussion of this bizarre cover-up.
That's not.
I'm wondering if the MIBs came and took it back because they can't reset the zone. Has anybody called the MIBs?
No.
As far as I'm aware.
You said someone short humped the painting? But how?
Yes.
How short?
About Smurf sized. I hold my hand up like about to my chest. So whatever Smurf this is a much bigger Smurf than you. Yeah.
The look on Freddy's face as he tries to figure out if you're on crack or not.
No, I'm trying to figure out who the hell took it.
Okay, I got an equalization card. Play immediately.
That sucks.
Fix my freaking stats.
Usually that's Pete that gets it, so well dodged, Pete.
Yes.
I really thought an equalization would kill off his character eventually. It's like, I've only got 1 point left in essence.
Yep, I'm taking a point of essence away rather than my learn because I always get points of essence for some reason. So.
Doesn't it come from your high stat?
Yeah, that is my. I have
That
two
is
highest stats: learn and
lovely.
essence.
Not bad, not good.
Freddie
Nope.
needs those. He's been getting all the fucking Spark of Divinity shit.
Well, I've had
Divinity.
10 sparks and 2 equalization.
You're coming out ahead of the game.
Okay,
I
I'm
shall
starting in the-
try the light switch in one of the guest bedrooms.
Right. It still goes on for some reason.
Good.
Ah.
Alright.
Do you want
Okay.
to ask? Do you want to ask? You know what? I'm just gonna go do it. I'm gonna go downstairs.
No problem.
Is anyone there?
Yes. Let me check real quick. You see the wife is sitting up. It appears that she may be dead in a chair, and the husband's asking her when dinner will be ready.
Am I sure she's dead or?
If she ain't dead, then she's got the staring into nothing down pat. The husband doesn't seem to be getting a response. He wanders off, sloshing
I
through
got
the water that's about knee deep.
Wait. Excuse me, sir. I call out to him.
Yes, he turns to you. He looks a bit thinner than normal.
Have you seen anyone carrying a clock out recently?
I love how you look after everyone's well-being. Anyway.
No. Would you like some dinner? He says. He goes over to the
No,
cabinet.
I'm fine.
He opens up. There's nothing in it. And he just looks at it and he goes, "Oh, my wife makes something." He closes it.
Okay. Great.
He looks at you.
Is your wife okay? What happened to her?
Oh, she's fine. She's just resting, he says.
She's pining for the fjords.
Lovely plumage.
You're tinkering from upstairs. Trying to deal with his wife's.
Eugene, I'm sorry to say, but I think your wife is dead.
No. I was just talking to her a couple of days ago.
Yeah, she's I'm gonna walk over to her and like hold her head up. She's dead.
No, he says.
Alright, you know what? Yep, she's fine. She's resting. Have a nice night.
Don't forget, breakfast in the morning. She'll make us what she always does, and it's great. Happy Friday, he tells you in a bleak voice, as though part of him realizes that he's going to die soon, possibly from starvation.
I'll go back upstairs.
Not from thirst. All right, you head back upstairs. You hear snickering occasionally from upstairs.
Everyone's starving to death.
Yeah, this zone is fucked. I don't know if you notice.
Yeah.
Well, if the clock's gone and if the zone's stuck at a particular time, I'll pull out my pocket watch and have a look.
Time seems to be going forward on your pocket watch anyway.
Yeah. Right, so time's going forward on my pocket watch. Is there like a clock in the kitchen or anything downstairs, Freddie?
No, there's no other clocks in the zone that you've seen, come to think of it.
The other possibility is the clock needs to stay dry and it's on a roof somewhere or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but the first floor, second floor, whatever you want to call it, seems to be okay at the moment. Water hasn't gotten here yet, so it shouldn't have been moved. But we cannot use it to
the right side of things. They're not in Australia, so it was water rather than fire.
We might want to check the whirlpool, see if it's
fire and water, because we get floods.
Of course.
However, interesting. Yes, that very cunning. Mm. So, because it's night time, because there's no clock, it means that the safe door won't open because it's on a timer.
Mhm.
So the gate inside the safe can't be used to drain the water away.
Yep.
And it also means
But
because
it
there's no
also
clock,
means that
we
shouldn't it
can't.
stop raining as well?
Well, potentially, yes.
Hmm. Is it
Depends.
raining? I'll look outside the window.
Not outside the window you're looking
Well, no, I
at.
mean in the distance, like where the
We
rain just...
probably have to go and check it out.
You probably have to go and check it out.
Okay.
Would you like to
Well,
go and check it out?
Did we want to rest first, since it's not going to
yeah,
suddenly rise above our heads in the
yeah.
next hour? And Jacob here, I believe, wanted to get some sleep.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
having fluids come out of him, though. Well, some fluids.
Oh, yep. So how about we get some rest first, and then we
Okay.
go on to that.
No problem.
Before going to bed,
Oh,
I am going to spend some time over the next few days learning my new form.
got it. No worries. You play with yourself. Good. Yes. Go ahead and do a roll because I want to see if you cripple yourself again.
Yes.
From my understanding, we have to learn the form before we make the rolls.
Right.
From the way
That's right. I'll have you
you've
cripple
worded it.
yourself later.
Hence me saying that I'm learning. Hence me telling you in game that I'm doing it, so that after several days I can then cripple myself.
Will times 3.
No, it isn't. You always
That's
want to roll
times
5 because then you don't have to do math. The will times
That's-
3 would be 45. You rolled a 50.
Oh, I'm sorry. Will times 4 then.
2 hit points come back. Always roll the will times 5 when you're.
Yeah. I
compute it all for you. It's a happy thing. Math is bad. Always remember that, kids. Your math teacher is a lying cunt. So, never get used to Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, Pythagorean theorem either. None of that shit.
Okay, still pretty hurt.
Oh, you're fine. Joe's Freddie pat you on the side and blood splatter on the wall. Fine. So, yeah.
Okay.
Are you at half or less, Russ?
Excuse me?
Are you at half hit points or less?
No.
No. Okay, you don't need a cane or anything, which is great. You don't have to, crawl around on the floor whimpering, which is acceptable.
I was at half hit points though. Okay.
That's when you're using the walls for support and stumbling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! I don't get any hit points back.
Yeah. You're the Australian ambassador. You don't like it here. Where's your butler? Where's your private butler to read you a bedtime story? Anyway, you've got one now, by the way. The doors, as far as the embassy goes, are staffing the shit out of it. Plus, they're building a bunch of neat shit and painting, all kinds of wonderful shit.
Mm-hmm.
And occupying Freddie's room. So,
And a lot of other rooms.
Yeah. All of them, as a matter of fact. So, you guys wake up in the morning. It is morning. Time seems to be doing just fine here.
Okay, so time is passing. It is daytime outside.
It is indeed daytime outside. You continue hearing like water sloshing around.
All right, go downstairs, get dressed, go downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. It sucks. You really wish you'd gotten some waders to wear.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because it's up to your knees. So you go wading downstairs, and the guy's asking his wife when breakfast will be ready, and she's laying there.
I attempt first aid.
Okay, sure. Give me a first aid roll to correctly diagnose her condition.
Failure.
She's pining for the fjords.
She's dead.
You need your corpse poking stick.
I get out my corpse poking stick.
So
I poke her.
No problem. The guy's looking a bit thin, like he hasn't eaten in a while. You can hear his belly rumbling, as is yours.
Check the alcohol cabinet to see if there's alcohol there.
Plenty.
Mm,
So
okay.
it wasn't Alex Kinley.
Mhm.
No, it just means that Alex hasn't been here in the period that it stopped,
Hmm.
assuming it stopped resetting,
Hmm.
or Mildred, for that matter.
True.
Check the fridge and a couple other things.
It looks like
fridge
they are
or
out
iceberg.
of food.
All right, so it's not resetting then.
Correct.
Right. I think you need the clock to it needs the clock to reset, doesn't it?
Yeah, the
Well,
clock resets
we
everything.
we assumed that. We never actually. I don't think we ever, because we've never removed the clock's never been removed. We didn't
Right.
categorically confirm that.
Right. So we've got some more sort of circumstantial evidence that may be
Yes.
the case. Got it.
The other thing I vaguely recall is that Doc Fulton was able to detect pattern on the clock, I believe, from vague
Are
memory.
you still wearing your Domino's masks?
No, I took mine off.
No, I said I got changed.
Oh, right. Well, I didn't know if you wanted to keep that on. Russ,
Yeah,
are
it
you
was tempting. It was very tempting to keep it, but no, for
It
the moment.
irritates Freddie when he sees it. So.
Yeah, I laid the tux and mask out on the bed.
Is
Right.
there?
I think I put it over a couple people though in doing that. Yeah.
I'm going to go upstairs, gents, and I'm going to see if I'm going to attempt to. I'm not sure if it's something you're capable of doing yet or not, Jacob. But I'm going to see if I can detect a pattern in the vicinity where the clock used to be, just to see if I can detect anything.
No, I have no idea. You mean the pattern we walked?
Yeah. Once you get better at walking through shadow, you may learn additional pattern skills.
Got it.
I'll go with you. I'll help you out.
Yeah. And hopefully I don't.
I continue to poke the wife.
All right, no problem. Those two squish their way upstairs, only to fail miserably. They do.
Almost. Anyway,
After failing miserably at everything you do and everything you try, what do you two wish to do?
Yeah, that's the once per day. All right, so Freddie, I believe you wanted to go and check to see if it was still raining.
Yeah, it's at the whirlpool, see if it's still raining.
I believe we're going to wade.
I mean, I had no boat with me, so.
No. Was it the Super Duper Mart or was it the other? It wasn't the. It might have been the Super Duper Mart. We'll stop off at the Super Duper Mart first.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys squish your way down to the Super Duper Mart, wading through the water and whatnot. It looks like none of the cars are running, possibly due to the water being able to short out the engine or stop the engine somehow, or possibly because it's over the exhaust. You're really not sure. But you head over there. Anything edible sold out. Plenty of cigarettes and stuff like that, which there are a couple of bodies in the water here and there, just kind of floating, which will probably add some lovely. Well, they're not really rotting like they should, possibly because there's lack of something here that's rotting, but they're just floating around, and other people are wandering around. Happy Friday! Your heart really goes out. I need a Sandy roll for the suffering going on all about.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
That's fine.
If you make it, it's 1 point as your heart goes out to him a little bit. If you fail it, it's D4 as your heart goes out to him slightly more.
Going towards.
I'm not really sure. What do you guys think it should go toward?
Horrors of War.
It's close.
Close.
Human gore? No.
No,
I mean,
not human gore.
Yeah, I mean, because it's all about suffering and
Torture?
Torture? Yeah, I can go with torture.
Torture is possibly a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
That's 2 points towards torture for me.
Yeah.
3
And later
points.
you can max that out by torturing the survivors to death. Something with
All right. I want to go to the sport and leisure section.
They really don't have a sport and leisure section. It's old 1950s grocery store, the Super Duper Mart. They sell groceries.
Yeah, I thought one of the stores sold like fishing gear and stuff like that.
You mean the hardware store?
The hardware
No.
store has a little bit, like a net, poles, stuff like that, but nothing great. It's This
I
is
just wanted to see if
definitely not Walmart.
Do they?
yeah, that's
do
right.
they have?
I just wanted to see if they had waiters.
There are some boats over there. By
Do
the
they
water.
have
That's why I was
animal
looking.
head inner tubes in the kitty toy section?
Sadly, they don't even have a kiddie toy section here. This town sucks.
Because there was a lake here, I thought they might have had fishing goods.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would be
No, it
wrong.
doesn't.
You would think.
I know it doesn't necessarily match, but I just thought it was worth checking because I've
Yeah.
never bothered looking before to see.
Yeah.
Did you say there was a boat over there, Aeolus?
There's
Yeah, where
a
the
marine.
wolf lives.
Yeah, there's a marina down there.
You guys slunk over or slop over to the marina. Everybody has space-time distortion maxed out.
Yeah.
Not me. I get 1 point towards it if I fail.
Not anymore.
Give it a shot. Yeah, give me some sandy rolls as you get to see a nice curtain of rain. It's literally on one side it's raining, on your side it's not.
Yeah, how
Seat at
much?
half.
Sure, we'll give you your last remaining points so that you'd never have to worry about that shit again. As for McKay, he loses his mind and eats Rock's face like some sort of weird mating insect. Roll a d4 there, McKay. You'll roll.
I used to have,
okay.
yeah, as I said, everything reset, including all the sanity and insanities that I gained, all the stuff I'd lost points to.
He's working on getting new insanities even as he speaks.
Mm.
It'll be nice to see him insane again, you're thinking. It's been so long.
Why you rain?
The rain is continuing down. There is no giant whirlpool anymore. There's various boats. Everybody give me a luck roll at half or better. Half or better. If you make it, you found a pair of waders and wanted the boat for you. If you failed, well, fuck your life, right?
Yeah, at half.
Two of you got waders. Let's see what McKay's up to. Is he the one who thought of it and didn't get any waders? Quite possibly. Yep. Yes, he is. Perfect. All right. So everybody except the guy who came up with the clever idea is now wearing waders. He's just been.
Is there a small boat here?
Yes, several.
Beautiful. I start rowing up the street.
Would you
sailing up the street?
Sailboat.
I have small boating, so whatever. Depends on what's going to be easier to maneuver into town.
I'm good at sailboats, actually.
I would specify because a lot of people have sailboats. Very few have rowboats, though. So rowboat might be a good small boat for you to be good at.
If you get me a stick, I can try punting.
Yeah.
Is there any wind for that sailboat even to work?
No.
I tend to use it for. I've tended to use it more for rowing than sailing. I've had sailboat for other stuff.
Please add in rowing next to your small boat.
I have. As it had small because that's what I originally had way back was small boating.
No problem. Are you guys wishing to get in a small boat with him, or maybe smash a champagne thing on the front of his boat?
No, I'll find it.
Yeah.
I'll join them.
Right. You're like, oh, get this boat. Both of them sit down, like, take us somewhere, Daddy. And he rows you guys out to the very large lake area. It's like a small lake that has the boats parked in it, and then there's like a channel, and he takes you out into the big lake and rows you guys around looking for where the whirlpool used to be. Would you like to actually put the boat over to see if it's just still there, but you can't see it, so you can get sucked down into it?
Yep.
Wow. I'll give you a card for bravery. Go ahead and take a card as you see Freddie is getting very antsy. Rock is tightening his hat. So Freddie, I swear, he reminds me a lot of Woody Allen. I mean, he's gotten super dangerous and stuff, but he's as nervous as Woody Allen pretty much all the time, especially if it's something a little dangerous.
Did anybody want a opponent fails before I discard it?
Nope.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Oh, hell, you know what? I'm going to
Grab
play
it.
this. I'm playing It's Not As Bad As It Looks and converting all my real to stun, so next time I sleep, I'm fine.
All right. So he rows you guys around for a while. He seems to be handling the boat like a champ.
Then I'm going to row over to the bank.
Okay. Within the raining area and stuff?
No, well, if it's knee-deep water all through the town, then I should be able to row all the way through the town.
Sure you can.
So that's what I said. I'll row to the bank.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the bank.
No, not the bank of the.
The money
no,
bank.
I meant the bank with the money.
You
that
guys are
doesn't
happy.
exist.
People are like, Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
No problem. He rows you over to the town bank, and it's got a little closed sign in it.